In this video, we're going to cover the installation of Drivve version 5, as well as some of the components that are set up during that installation. Drivve is a Windows-based application that's typically installed on an existing or a new print server. It is a 64-bit only application. There is a way to set it up on older 32-bit systems, but we'll need a special installer. So the installer that's published at Drivve.com is only for 64-bit implementations. As a production server, typically because it's installed on a print server, it's going to be a server OS, either 2008 or 2012. Although you can set it up on a Win 7, 8, or 10 Pro or SBS system if it's for a showroom or for demonstration purposes. Remember, however, that with Win 7, 8, and 10, you only have, I think, 20 concurrent connections. So that's not going to work very well as a print server or as a server that's handling incoming communications from MFPs and PCs. So there are going to be a couple Windows components that are installed automatically with the Express Edition. You have the IIS framework, which is going to set up and host the web page for Drivve. You also have the print server role, which typically on a print server is already going to be installed, but we'll just check and install it if it's not already set up. The Drivve Express installer is also going to set up the .NET framework, 3.5 or 4, depending on your OS, as well as the Microsoft SQL Express service that's going to host the Drivve database. If you'd like to get a deeper look into what things are required for Drivve version 5, just go to Drivve.com and search requirements. You'll see an FAQ here listing everything that we have about the server requirements, some capacity planning here, required operating systems, and all sorts of things for the different functions and different components of Drivve, including, for instance, if you're using your own database server, there's some specifications there as well. We also have a diagram here showing the different components that are going to be run on a Drivve implementation, as well as some of the different requirements for the local agent, for instance, or for the different client workstations. So this is a good FAQ to send to your customers before you set it up, and you can always copy that URL. They do not need a Drivve.com login to get there. The download is available here in the download section of Drivve.com, and it's going to be downloaded as a zip file, which you can run on the print server. So here you see that I've downloaded Drivve Express. Like I said, it comes as a zip file, and the first thing that I'm going to do is extract it here. Now, I'm extracting it inside of an existing Drivve program files folder, but obviously you can do it from the C drive or anything like that. You see there that it's going to have some of these components that it's going to install automatically downloaded. That's why the installer's, I think, a couple hundred megabytes, because it's got actually all those components already built in. The bootstrapper is what we're actually going to want to run here, and it's always a good idea to right-click it and run as admin. The first thing that you'll be asked to do is agree to the EULA, which the customer might want to take a look at. Nothing too specific there, kind of all standard stuff. And you can also select the options for where you're going to install the SQL server and where you're going to install the Drivve application, as well as the default password that we're going to use to log in for the first time, which is, of course, ChangeMe. So here, the installer is going to run through. It'll tell you everything that it's doing there. In my case, I already have .NET and IIS and all these things already set up, so it's going to be pretty quick. But there you'll see actually if those things are being set up, it'll give you the progress. And in the case of Microsoft components, they'll open up in their own dialog and let you specify anything that you want during that install. So you see there that it's set up pretty quickly, the Drivve application, as well as the supervision console. And if I hit launch, it's going to give me a welcome page here where it shows me the supervision console and the administration page, and it tells me the password that I created. And it's also going to create a desktop icon on the server for the admin page and the supervision console so that you can get back to them after this has been closed. So the first thing that I'm going to do is open the administration page. This is the admin login. You see I've got my server, the version that we've installed, and I've got the password there, which in my case is going to be change me or whatever you put there. And now it takes me to the installation configuration walkthrough, which we're going to cover in the next video.